I graduated from Tennessee
Okay,
State.
wow. So you're a college graduate.
I'm a college graduate.
And you find yourself in this
I'm
position.
homeless.
Wow. They told you that wouldn't happen.
Didn't they? My minor was in psychology. So it makes you...
Break it down for us. Break it down for us.
It makes you be drawn to men that... toxic men. So now you're drawn to toxic men, and now you're in another toxic situation after again.
It's like a cycle. It kind of creates a cycle.
Because if you don't address it, which you never do in a black household, because what goes on in this house stays in this house, right?
Was this person like an uncle or anything like that?
No, it wasn't blood related.
Okay, so it wasn't blood related.
No.
How did this person get access to you like that at the age of 5?
They went to our church. You trust someone with, hey, this is what happened to me, and then they just take it and
disregard it or
invalidate it. It makes you not want to tell anybody. So I don't tell nobody.
Have you told your husband?
What's up, YouTube? Make sure that you click the notification bell. We're gonna be going live in 2024.
And don't forget to tap in with my Instagram at Marcus the Interviewer. Now back to the content. What's up, YouTube? Atlanta Street Interviews out here with another one. So we got a young lady with us today. How you doing today, miss?
I'm doing.
Doing, I get it. So are you homeless?
Yes, we're currently homeless.
Okay, and so how old are you?
I'm 38 years old.
38? You look great for 38.
Thank you.
All right. All right, and so how long have you guys been homeless?
We've been homeless now for about a month. Me and my husband, we faced an eviction, so we got evicted. So now we're just trying to build ourselves back up.
Okay, yeah, I see your husband. He's right there. Good-looking guy with the dreads and everything else. How old is he? Is he around the same age?
Yes.
Okay, you guys around the same age. All righty. And so, do you have any kids?
Yes, we have kids. Luckily, they're in safe places. I'm from Memphis.
Memphis?
Tennessee.
Hey,
so
Memphis nigga everywhere I go. Hey, man. Hey, man, I want to juke so bad, man. I just know how to, You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's all I could do. I could just hit the one little leg move. All right, but I love Memphis. All right, so I'm going to shout out in a second. Okay, so how long have you been down here in Atlanta?
I've been in Atlanta for 3 years.
3 years. Okay, so the kids and everybody was living down here with you. How many kids do you have?
Well, between us, I have 2. He has 4.
Okay, and so
we got a whole football team.
Well, close to it. Were all of them living with you guys?
Yes.
Okay, and so then when they got evicted, are they like with family or something?
Yes.
Okay, and that's back in Memphis?
Yes, back in Memphis.
Okay.
His people are in Atlanta, so
okay, I get it. I
split up. So
okay, and so how did we get to the point of eviction?
When you lose your job, we're both certified chefs. When you lose your job, next thing it happens so fast.
Yeah, I mean, listen. Trust me, most people are 1 or 2 paychecks away.
You're literally
from
1 or 2
being in the
paychecks
same position.
away.
Okay, so and because everything is so expensive these days,
right?
Everything. So okay, I get it. And I get it with 6 kids. I mean, I'm just gonna ask, like, was there an inability to save up money and stuff like that?
Inability to save up money.
Okay, I could dig it. Were y'all working like at the same place?
We were working at the same place for a while. Then we split up jobs. He was working at a job. I lost my job. He kept trying to keep it going while I was trying to get myself together. Then I got sick. I got that rhinovirus, got all that.
Rhinovirus? What is that?
It's something like COVID.
Oh, so it's like the new one or something?
Yeah, then that RSV, I had both of them, and he was trying to work and keep stuff going, and it just didn't work.
Okay, I get it. Is he still working right now?
No, right now we're both out of work.
Okay, both out of work. How long have y'all been out of work?
We've been out of work the same time, because once you get on the streets and you don't have a place to lay your head, it's difficult to go to work. Okay, so are y'all like in a shelter or anything like that? We've been, it's a place called Must Ministries in Marietta that has been helping us out. You guys have a vehicle or whatnot? No, sir. No? Okay. Did you have to sell the vehicle, or did you have a vehicle at one point, or did you not have a vehicle? We didn't have a vehicle. We were always on the train. Okay, I get it. Okay. All right, and so and you guys currently still legally married, right? Yes. And how long y'all been married for? April the 26th of last year. So we're coming up on a year. Okay, coming up on a year. Congrats in a few months. So all right, so let's just start from the beginning. So where you from? Memphis, Tennessee. Living here everywhere I go. Hey, man. Hey, man. Shout out that 901, man. Shout out that big old Memphis 10. Memphis. Yes, sir. Orange 10 a key. Let's get it. Hey, man. Shout out that boy Dolph, man.
Shout him out to R.I.P., man. R.I.P. that boy, Young Dog, man.
Peace, Young
yes,
Dog.
sir, man. Yes, sir. All right, and so growing up in Memphis, did you have both mom and dad in the household?
I had mom, dad sparingly. He took care of us, but he dealt with substance abuse issues, so he was kind of in and out, but he took care of us. He took care of his home.
Okay. Growing up in the household, did you have brothers and sisters in the household?
Brother and a sister.
Okay, where were you in the birth order?
I'm the youngest.
You're the youngest. You was the baby.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and so, growing up, would you say you had, like, a fairly normal childhood?
Fairly normal.
Fairly normal?
Fairly normal. We were big on education. I went to Tennessee State, so we were big on
Shout out that TSU.
Tennessee
Shout
State.
It out. You probably went there the same time that my best friend went there.
Between I start 03 and graduated.
Yeah. You was there around the same time, man. So I got several people that went to Tennessee State. So shout out to Dave Hill. Shout out to James Manning, also known as Trey. And then shout out to Melinda Dollar, man. They all was at Tennessee State around the same time that you was up there. So they were just a couple years ahead of you.
Tennessee State all day.
Hey, man, shout out to Tennessee State. Shout out to all the HBCUs, man. I went to Howard, so
I got you.
Yeah. We all got love for each other, man. So all right, and so all right, and so so it sounds like you had a normal childhood. You went to high school, went to college, all that stuff. Did you graduate from Tennessee State?
I graduated from Tennessee State.
Okay, wow. So you're a college graduate.
I'm a college graduate.
And you find yourself in this
I'm
position.
homeless.
Wow. They told you that wouldn't happen.
Didn't they?
Huh. I tell you what.
Didn't they?
Okay. All right. So we're gonna maybe tap back into that, but I'm gonna ask real quick because you're a lady, and I've heard it all on this channel. Did anything like when you were younger? Did anything like ever happen to you?
Of course.
What happened, and what age was it?
Just younger. There was somebody in our lives who took advantage of a young girl.
So what we try to do on this channel is, I don't ask for details for the gore of it or anything like that, but so that people can really understand how these things happen. Because if we just kind of gloss over it and people don't really, they know that something happened, but they don't really know, like, okay, I got to watch out for this person, or I got to, at this age, I might need to start asking questions. So that's why I asked, like, what age was it? I would say
teach your children, between 5 and 6, teach your children to know what signs to look out for. Like, teach your children so that they won't, hey, this person is looking at me a certain way. This person is touching me a certain way.
I guess I'm thinking like a 5 or 6 year old child, right?
Right.
Would they really be able to have the perspective? You know what I'm saying? To be able
That's
to
why you have to teach them early.
So is that the ages around the time when that happened to you?
Yes. Because my kids are going to know, wait a minute, this in a good touch. I need to tell somebody.
Wow.
Because I've already taught them.
Okay. And so was this like a family member?
Something like it, yes.
Something like it. So a trusted person, basically.
A trusted person.
Okay. And I'm assuming were they like an adult, or were they just like a kid?
An adult.
Like wow, an adult. Whew. Okay. Was it just touching, or was it more than that?
Just touching.
Okay. And so that was the only like incidents and stuff like that?
Yes.
What effect do you think that had on you?
Of course, it makes you not trust people, and then it makes you be drawn to. My minor was in psychology, so it makes you
break it down for us.
It makes you be drawn to men that toxic men. So now you're drawn to toxic men, and now you're in another toxic situation after again.
It's like a cycle. It kind of creates a cycle.
Because if you don't address it, which you never do in a black household, because what goes on in this house stays in this house, right?
Right. So I was just about to ask, like, did you ever tell anybody?
Not until adulthood is when I finally addressed it. Therapy in adulthood.
And so,
but this was after more situations had occurred.
Like what situations?
Just situations. A toxic ex-husband, just toxic.
Was there like domestic violence and stuff like that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I get it. How long were you with that guy?
We weren't together long, for maybe married approximately about a year, until it was just time to come on back to Memphis. So.
Okay. Why do you think when you were younger, why do you think you never told?
When you have like people in positions like my mom was on the school board, and I don't know, you don't want to say anything, and then when you finally do say anything, people feel like you're lying. So, or they accuse you of lying, or you must have taken it wrong, if that makes sense.
Which only discourages you from
even
speaking
out.
Yeah.
Or when you say what happened to you, people demeaning you about it, or saying, well, you must wanted it to happen, and so on and so forth.
What effect do you think that has on you? What effect do you think that has on you? People's
it makes you not trust people. You don't want to tell anybody. You don't want to tell. If you trust someone with, hey, this is what happened to me, and then they just take it and
disregard it or
invalidate it, it makes you not want to tell anybody. So I don't tell nobody.
Have you told your husband?
I have.
You have talked to him about that?
Yes.
Okay. You know, because I think it's important for people to understand people's traumas, you know, and the things that may have happened to them in life, so that they can deal with them accordingly, you know.
Right.
And so, okay, that's a good thing. Wow. So, when you finally did address it in therapy, and, you know, did you ever, like, address it directly with your mom or whoever else?
Yes, there's something that my mom is a baby boomer, and her ways are her ways. And we can't ever really get to the bottom of that and get to the root of that. But again, in therapy,
what do you mean? Does she just not?
She will not reverence it. She will hang up the phone. We will not talk about it. She is not going to talk about it.
Take a second. How does that make you feel?
It makes you feel horrible until you just realize, you know what? I love my mother. She did what she could. I'm going to move past it. I'm going to forgive it, because I'm not going to let it weigh me down.
Right.
You know, she'll deal with that in heaven. She'll deal with it. She'll answer for it some type of way. Maybe she already has.
I tell you, man, I really hate when I hear these stories, and even in adulthood, the moms or whoever it is not able to reconcile what happened and, you know, kind of bring everything back, you know, and make sure that the
maybe one day, you know, but
that's something that you want.
Of course it is, but it's probably not. And again,
well, I mean, sometimes what we do on this channel, right? Sometimes we have conversations with people when they're not right in front of us, because she's not gonna be able to hang up. She's not gonna be able to, you know, gaslight you or stop you from talking or anything like that. So I mean, if you did have a message, right, for her, go ahead and give it to her. She may come across this video. Go ahead and let her know.
I just hate you weren't there when I needed you. But clearly, I still love you. That's all.
Do you think anything like that ever happened to any of your siblings?
I don't think so.
No?
I don't think so. I doubt I don't think so.
Okay. You know, I'm gonna ask, right? You know, was this person like an uncle or anything like that?
No, it wasn't blood related.
Okay, so it wasn't blood related.
No.
How did this person get access to you like that at the age of 5?
They went to our church.
Ooh, I knew you was gonna say church. Okay. All right. So we find ourselves in this position. So like I said, you know, you graduated college, right?
Right.
You know, you had your tassel, you took your pictures, it was lit, you know, it was up. Did you do any sororities or anything like that? Man, don't do that. Shout your people out now. Don't do that. It's all love, because you might have some sisters that are watching, and they may come and wrap their arms around you. So shout it out, man.
I can't shout it out right now.
I already know what it is. It bounces off of you. It bounces off of you. Okay, so I'm gonna say what it is. I'm gonna say what I think it is, and I'll see if I'm right. DST. No? So it's ski weeding. 100% ski weed. It's always the light skin red bones. Hey man, ski weed, man. I can't say it like how they say it, but I'm gonna say it like a man. You know, shout out to all my AKAs, man. And so, you know, my mom's an AKA. So, I definitely felt that Delta energy out for you, but I guess I was wrong. All right, cool. Okay, I get it, man. But nah, listen, man, your sisters may come and wrap their arms around you. Don't do that, because it's not about putting on. It's about showing what the reality is right now, right? And so this is what it is. And so, you know, what are your thoughts on that? Like, man, I graduated college. What was your degree? What was your major?
Political science. I minored in psychology.
Okay, and so, you know, what did you want to do then versus you ended up being a chef?
I wanted to be a lawyer.
Okay.
But I had my son in the midst of school.
Okay.
And I took a little while off to tend to him, and then I went back, and I didn't want to change my major at that time because all I wanted to do was go ahead and graduate.
Right.
So that's what I did.
Okay.
And cooking chose me because I damn sure didn't choose it. I started out working at the Braves Stadium as a temp. The next thing, I'm a culinary supervisor at the Braves Stadium.
Okay.
How, I don't know.
Okay.
And then me and my husband went to culinary school together, and we worked at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, and then just stuff started going left. That's all.
Was there ever any thoughts to like try to elevate past like, you know, the stadium and stuff like that, like get into
fine
more
dining?
more higher end restaurants and things like that?
Yeah, that's what we're looking at now. Okay. Like getting out of stadium and arenas and
yeah, I mean, because this is Atlanta, man. This is a foodie town.
Yes.
Okay, like this is like you any corner you might find a super fine dining low key restaurant, you know. So okay. And then there's also, you know, the ghost kitchens and things like that, right?
Right, because you can go to I just started researching ghost kitchens.
Yeah, that's big. That's big here. And then, you know, man, listen, if you can cook, right? If you can cook and see, so if you can cook and you get people like talking about like, hey man, this is delicious. This is what's happening, man. And yeah, people are definitely gonna support that, man.
Right.
You know, we love good food in Atlanta, and a lot of people be capping and a lot of stuff be looking good, but if it don't taste good, it don't taste good. So if you got good tasting food, okay. So all right. So right now you guys are up at that spot in Marietta. And so what are your plans on getting out of this position?
To we're going here to obtain some documents that we need to just go back to work. Sometimes you have to start all over.
Yeah, you got to start from the bottom and work it back up. What are your plans on, like, when was the last time that you guys saw the kids?
Well, Christmas.
Christmas?
Mm-hmm.
How does that feel?
Like shit.
So
I'm sorry for my language.
No, that's perfectly fine. So, you know, I mean, like I say, what is like the timeline of, or the anticipated timeline of, you know, you guys being able to get on your feet and then, you know, get the kids back and everything else?
If we just diligently start back working, if we can get these documents, we can start back working. Hopefully within I would say 90 days, within a couple of months. If we can just
definitely by like the end of the school semester, right?
Yes,
so like
we can go back
they finish out the semester where they're at, and then
summertime.
You know, right, summertime. You guys regroup and
yes.
Okay. I love it, man. I love it. Well, listen, we really appreciate you taking the time answering all of our questions. If anybody out there wanted to reach out, help, or donate, do you have a way they could do that? Do you have social media, Cash App, anything like that?
I don't, but it's okay.
Well, no, hold on now. You got Facebook, right?
Well, he has a Cash App.
Okay, so we're gonna get that in a second. But what's your, like, you got IG or Facebook?
No, not right now. I don't.
You don't want people to come on now. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's a family here, man. Like, gotta be a little vulnerable. You gotta let people reach out and stuff like that. You never know who may reach out with what. Be blocking your blessing, you know. Don't worry about, like, listen, you're in this situation.
In Instagram _mood altering.
Okay. Be altering the moods, or your mood be getting altered?
My mood be getting altered.
I ain't mad at that. And so what's the Cash App? What's hubby's Cash App? Come on over here, hubby. Come on over here, man. Get on over here. Y'all up here whipping up all this good stuff, man. I want a plate, man. What's the Cash App, man?
Cash App is on my mama 66.
Okay, make sure you spell it so that we can
ONMYMAMA 66. and a dollar sign in front of it.
Okay, you from here, man? You from Atlanta?
Yeah, I'm from Atlanta.
What part?
It's on my mom.
On my mom.
Hell, man, pull it out, man. So we don't want nobody.
Because our phones is okay, on my mom 66.
ONMYMOM. Okay, 66. Okay, what part of Atlanta you from, man?
From the south side.
From the south side? Shout out that south side, man. All right, well, listen, we really appreciate y'all and definitely wish you nothing but the best, okay?
Thank you, I appreciate it.
No doubt, man. You make sure you have a good one, sweetie. All right.